What is your fertility window? I'm constantly surprised that super intelligent people that I meet, people with multiple university degrees, PhDs, who work in fields of technology that I don't even understand what it means. When I mention fertility to them, they have no clue. I was speaking with a guy recently and I was discussing when women are fertile, and he genuinely, genuinely looked shocked that I said there is a time of the month when a woman is fertile. This was not a young man, this was a man in his maybe mid 40s who presents himself and seems to be fairly intelligent. And I could tell that he was trying to cover up the fact that he had no clue that there was only a particular time of the month when a woman could get pregnant. He clearly thought it was every day he could have sex with her. So, the fertile period for a woman is approximately 14 days before she begins her menstrual cycle. Now, of course, this will be different for different people, and some people like to use a tracking device with their mobile phone, and they can record when they start their period, when they finish their period. It helps to see if they have an irregular cycle or if their menstrual cycle is quite regular. And it will give them an idea of when they will expect to get their period and also when they are fertile. Now, in my opinion, when I deal with my clients in clinic and when I'm doing online coaching, I ask people not to be fully reliant upon mobile phone apps. And the reason is because I have had people who've been fully reliant on them before, and the information that they've been given, in my opinion, isn't accurate for that person. It's unlikely that a woman on a 28-day cycle is peaking her fertility on day 16, and that's her most fertile day. I don't know about the data the person has put into the app previously. I haven't looked at that, but you could use an additional method of tracking your fertility, or you could just choose not to use it at all. Sometimes people get very frustrated, particularly if they're trying to conceive over a longer period of time, a year plus, and they feel like they're always looking at when their fertile time is, and their sexual encounters become very mechanical and unspontaneous. And the guy's like, you know what, I'm not just a sperm machine, I have got a personality as well. So, in some instances that's not good. But let's go back to the original topic, which is couples and men as individuals, if they're in a relationship where they're trying not to have a child as well with their girlfriend, partner, whoever, need to know when their fertile time is. So there's approximately, let's say, a 4 to 5 day window in a month when a woman is fertile. If they have a 28-day cycle, it should peak around day 14. So between about day 11 and day 15 is really the time to avoid if you don't want to get pregnant, or to concentrate on if you do want to get pregnant. Going back to tracing and tracking your fertility, some women like to use strips to know if they're ovulating. So there are paper strips which are cheaper but not necessarily inferior to the plastic ones, which are similar to the things that you use when you are trying to find out if you are pregnant. and the woman just pees on them, and then it will give them a reading from the urine. So you can use the ovulation sticks and the app if you wish to do so. You can track your body temperature, which is a little bit more difficult for people because you have to do it at the same time every single day. So if you choose to do it Monday to Friday, 7 o'clock in the morning, because you have to do it before you leave for work, then it means that you have to do it 7 o'clock Saturday and Sunday. So, for some people, they don't want to have to get up on the weekends. And the most reliable and the cheapest way of finding out if you're ovulating is to look for a clear, more abundant, stringy discharge. So for a woman, this is a sign that she's ovulating. I've had many, many mentors and teachers in my time as my training as an acupuncturist. This year, in 2020, it's 25 years since I qualified. So I've been an eternal student, and I've always loved to study. And I've had postgraduate fertility training as my main subject. And sometimes, the teachers just say, just make sure that you have sex every second day between day 8 and day 16 of a woman's cycle. It's 8 days. It's 4 times. It takes away all the need for charting body temperature, for using ovulation strips, for making it feel like a process which is, hey, come on, we have to do this before we leave for work. And it gives a great, just as great odds as doing all the other things. So guys, come on, educate yourselves about your girlfriends and partners, and please know when is your fertile time of the month. If you need any further advice, please do contact me. Please look at my website, www.fertilitysolution.co.uk, and ask me any questions you have. Thank you.